The EQC is finally unleashed into the European market. It enriches the electric D-SUV segment with a refreshing design and an attractive proposition for the senior company car driver.
Jaguar was the first one to flip the switch with the I-Pace. Then it was Audi that drove the electric E-tron across the finish line. Has Mercedes taken advantage of the extra time to make this EQC a better EV? That's what we try to find out in 3 questions and 3 answers. Let's face it, the I-Pace is the benchmark in the premium EV segment. Jaguar has put a lot of R&D in handling and drivability, but so has Mercedes.
The EQC is a peppy yet smooth operator that keeps all those electric horses perfectly under control. It feels really solid and makes you feel in command.
It's a very quiet car, but it's not as quiet as the Audi e-tron. The suspension on this Mercedes EQC is quite comfortable, but still, driving around here in the city of Antwerp, we couldn't help but notice that every time we drive on an elevated crossroads, the bumper basically scratches the ground, which is really something you don't expect from an SUV.
And then there's the weight. Just like the e-tron, it weighs about 2.5 tons or nearly 400 kilos more than the I-Pace. And the EQC finds it hard to hide that when you are braking. The EQC comes with an 85 kWh battery, which is 5 kWh less than the I-Pace and 10 fewer kWh than the Audi. But these are the theoretical values. The number of kWh you can really use is actually not that different between the 3 competitors. The range you get should depend directly on the vehicle mass, and indeed the lighter I-Pace gets you the furthest with a single charge. In real life the differences are minimal though.
So let's have a look at the charging performance of this Mercedes EQC. Just like the Jaguar I-Pace, its onboard charger is limited to 7.4 kilowatts, which is not really best in class. The Audi e-tron, for instance, can charge at 11 kilowatts.
It's again the Audi e-tron that grabs the gold when it comes to DC fast charging. It can reach 80% state of charge in just 25 minutes. The EQC needs at least 35 minutes, which is 9 minutes less than the I-Pace. Like in any other modern Mercedes, MBUX has found its way into the cabin of the EQC. It allows you to customize the driver display using the tiny touchpads on the steering wheel. You can also resort to the central mousepad to command the system, or simply start a conversation with your car.
Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
please bring me to the nearest charging station.
Select an entry, please.
1.
Route guidance is starting.
Our initial skepticism about the HMI evolved to a semi-convinced acceptance.
Conclusion? There is no such thing as the best premium EV. It's all a matter of accents and priorities. But before you make your choice, please make sure to check availability. The Jaguar I-Pace, for instance, is readily available. The Audi e-tron should be yours in a few months' time. And as to the Mercedes EQC, well, some say you would be lucky to get your hands on one in 2020.